Welcome. This is Tampa Home Talk, and I'm your host, Katrina Madewell. Thank you for coming back to another exciting show today. And we indeed have one of these shows lined up for today that would warrant an applause, absolutely. And our special guest, she has been in the studio with us before. We did it on live radio, actually, where she hypnotized someone that worked with me at the time, and we realized that's probably not good for live radio, but now we're on a podcast, and when this goes to the station, you might not want to listen to any of this while you're driving. But we'll have fun with this. We'll see how this goes. Miss Denise Oatley Hall, welcome back.
Thank you.
And so I noticed you have on here the Game Changer Queen. Where did that nickname come from? Tell me about this.
Well, I go by Game Changer now. Drop the Queen part. But back during the pandemic, when I was switching to doing more clinical, I have a coach, and she said, if you had a moniker, if you had something like that. And so I thought, Game Changer Queen. I am a game changer. So that's how it came. I made it up and started using it, and people started calling it.
So now that's your known as. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So you specialize in hypnosis, right? Yeah. That's your main thing. But you've done other things. So you've got quite a background.
I do. You might think I'm making it up, but you want me to tell you something?
Yeah,
okay.
Please. Tell the person listening, because it's pretty fascinating.
Okay, I was a professional clown for 25 years. I did schools and conventions and libraries and things like that. I had several different characters. I had Betty Spaghetti, who was a professional cook, and Barnacle Bess, and the Blue Star Fairy, and Crazy Professor, and all kinds of characters. I wrote the shows, made the sets, made the costumes, took them out and performed them. I'm an award-winning artist. I was a singer. I sang for a convention at the convention center, 5,000 people. Jack talked about it on the radio for days afterwards.
So what did you sing at the convention?
I sang Sandy Patty's rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. And if you've never heard it, you need to look it up on YouTube.
Oh, we can't hear it today?
No, you cannot. I was much younger then.
Okay.
That is a 3.5 octave song. I don't have that range anymore. So yeah, but it was amazing and fun. Sang across the country, speaker, done all kinds of things. Yeah.
So what made you want to be a professional clown, right? People think about that, and it's like, that's a long time to be a professional clown.
Yeah, I never thought. I didn't know even you could do that.
Yeah.
And I was at some kind of retreat or something, and they had different classes you could look in. There was nothing that interested me, and I thought, well, I'll go to this clown thing. And I sat and listened to the guy, and he was talking about the way I am. The only difference was I didn't know how to put on clown makeup. He was saying all the things you could do and get paid for it. And I thought, whoa. So it just happened I was working in a summer camp that summer that there was a person there who was a professional clown. She taught me how to do the makeup. I found a mentor, and off I went.
Lots of powder. Katrina, you don't know this about me and my son. We're clowns. We went to clown college from Ringling Brothers Circus.
Are you kidding me?
And we graduated from clown college.
I never know when to believe you. Are you being serious?
Oh, yeah, no. Trust me. Powder, you powder your face, you start putting the cream on, you do things like that, and to get it off, it's a certain way to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And we had to get up and pantomime and do funny bits with our makeup on. Yeah, we graduated from clown college.
It all makes sense now. It makes perfect sense.
Now you understand him, right? No.
Now I know where all the goofiness comes from.
Yeah,
he says the most random things sometimes.
Well, clown isn't something you do. It's something you are.
Oh.
Inside.
And I is.
Yes, you're definitely a clown.
And someone who clowns can do it anywhere.
Yeah.
So I still am. Now I do it on a comedy hypnosis show. So there you go.
So tell me about that, because I might have talked about this the last time you were at the show, but we, years ago, it might have been at Side Splitters or one of those, we went to a comedy show, and it was hypnosis, and they had a lot of people from the audience involved. It was pretty fascinating to watch it, and if you understand anything about hypnosis, you have to be open to it, right? If you go in resistant, you're not going to be able to be hypnotized. But if you're open to it, and you can see like where they were changing people out and bringing the right people in, but it was pretty funny.
It is fun.
And so are you doing that now, the comedy hypnosis shows?
I do that now, yeah. I do it all across America and out of America. I've been to Atlantis to do my show, and a couple other places. So I do mostly corporate, but I have public shows now and again. I just had one in the Villages. I have another one coming up in September.
Where is that? Is
In
that
the
here
Villages.
local? In the Villages.
It's in the
Okay.
Villages. That's only an hour drive.
You
hour
should,
15
can you
minutes.
do one locally here? You should. That'd be so
I
fun.
Well, how about if she
did.
does one in a podcast?
And one in a podcast?
Yeah, why doesn't she
I
hypnotize
think
someone
she,
in a
I
not
think
me?
she'd hypnotize you.
No, she's going to hypnotize you during
No,
this.
you.
She
You know, my
said
wife
no.
said, my wife, when I was at Q105,
Yeah.
they brought her in the studio, and she said, I will never talk on the radio. And she wouldn't. She would not talk. So they brought her in. She said they never hypnotized her. But she talked and said the goofiest stuff on the radio, and she goes, I didn't say that. I didn't do that. Oh,
So
yes,
Amy
you did.
got hypnotized on the radio?
She was hypnotized. And they had her doing everything that she said, I did not do that. I go, you most certainly did.
Pat, you should do it. I think you should do it.
So it does work.
So what are I love that you're rapping. So your skit, when you do the comedy show, it's around hypnosis? And
When I
you-
do a comedy show, I invite people to come up and volunteer. They hypnotize themselves
Right.
because all hypnosis is self-hypnosis.
Right.
Can't hypnotize you against your will. I lead them into it. I know how to do that. And then I give them opportunities to perform skits. Now, what makes it a brilliant thing is they use their own imagination and their own experiences and their own creativity, and you never know what people are going to do. The one that I just did, I had this skit where I have them in a piano competition. And people have done all kinds of things because it suggests that they don't use just their fingers, they use every part of their body they possibly can. But this one woman did things I had never seen before in my whole career, and it was really funny. I mean, she got up and leaned over and was playing the piano with her breasts. So that was really interesting.
That's
And the crowd
funny.
loved it, of course.
Oh, I bet. I bet that was hilarious. So do you have a lot of people that come to that?
That particular show was a sellout.
Okay.
So that was over 300 people. And depends on the venue. I've done ones here in Tampa. Most of the venues that are local only hold like 130, 160.
Okay.
So I've done hypnosis for 900 people. So I don't put 900 people on the stage, obviously.
That would be fun. I feel like we could book that, Pat. We could book a comedy show and probably sell it out for sure. People love comedy.
Have you
they
ever
do.
participated in a home show?
Oh, you mean
They're always looking for entertainment at home shows. That's
Oh,
why I asked.
really? Oh, no, I don't think I have.
Yeah, that's it's a little bit of a mismatch, right? Isn't it supposed to be around things around the home? Or no?
All right. So we're supposed to be talking about home talk today, and we're
Yes, we
talking about
are.
hypnotism.
Well, and I think
It's a lot more to it with her, though, because if you don't want to eat, you don't want to smoke, you don't want to drink, can you hypnotize them out of that?
Or you want to play better golf.
Play
or
better golf?
tennis or pickleball.
There you go.
So
Ah.
it's not just about stopping, it's also about gaining, because it's all about changing the thoughts in your head to match what you want now, not what you used to want.
What's some of the most unique things that you've hypnotized people for? We're gonna talk about the common everyday stuff soon, but like
Okay.
I wouldn't have thought, okay, golf or pickleball. So that's an example. Like, what are some of the things that you've done in your past where someone said, hey, I really want to do this, or I don't want to do this anymore, and it was like totally out of the norm?
I can't remember the medical name for it, but I helped somebody who kept pulling and eating their hair.
Oh, okay.
They wanted to stop that. I helped somebody who couldn't. She had to introduce in her business people on stage, famous people, like the president's wife and Nobel Prize winners and things like that. And every time she'd go up, she'd feel her throat clenching. And she'd get through it, but it was very uncomfortable. She'd feel very bad. Well, it turns out I hypnotized her. Turns out in her youth, she had someone tell her she'd never speak again and held her up against the wall and was choking her. So once we cleared that, she was fine. She was fine. So, and then sometimes people, I don't do much of this, but some people want to know, do they have past lives? They want to
Okay.
experience that. So,
And that comes out in hypnosis.
yeah.
Wow. It's pretty fascinating. Yeah.
Because all hypnosis really is a really intense focus. You are focusing and relaxing, And when you do that, you shut out, you bypass your conscious mind that's always telling you stuff. Like, I've got to get that done. I've got to get that. You better do this. It bypasses that. And that's why it's so relaxing. That's why you do it when you're driving. Highway hypnosis.
Highway hypnosis.
Yeah,
That's
you
not-
miss that exit.
Yeah.
You can't remember that trip. That's what it is.
Okay.
You're sitting, you're relaxing, and all of a sudden there's a sound, the road or whatever, and all of a sudden you're just not there consciously, but you're there. And then you wake up and you're already at the place, whoa. So
hypnosis, I think about this, like a lot of people commonly, like common things that people would get hypnotized for would be like to stop smoking, to...
it's the best way.
Yeah, to lose weight, which is a common one we're going to talk about now. I had something on mine a second ago I was going to say.
Dentistry. It's wonderful for dentistry.
Really?
Yeah, if you're afraid of the dentist, and I know.
Oh, got it. So fears.
Yeah, I had a friend that needed to have tooth taken out, stuff taken out to put bone in to get an implant. And I went with her to the surgeon's office and sat with her. I hypnotized her before a couple times to get her ready. Then I sat in the office, and they couldn't believe it. It was the coolest thing. It was one of the coolest things because he's there with a hammer.
Yeah.
And she's just laying with her arms out in la-la land. It took them 30 minutes less time. She recovered faster than anyone they'd ever seen. It was cool.
Yeah. Oh, sleep. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, sleep.
So if people are having trouble sleeping or anxiety around something or stress,
especially
hypnosis.
anxiety, stress. I've helped people pass their bar exams for test taking. I've helped people pass tests.
That's incredible.
Let me ask you this. How did this start with you that you wanted to do this?
You really want to know?
Yes.
Yeah. How did it start, and how did you actually get trained and certified to be a hypnotist?
Yeah. Well, so I reached a certain place in my clown career that I was tired of building sets every year and making new characters and writing new scripts. And performing I love, but hauling it all and back and forth and driving all over the state wasn't making enough money. And I was getting older and I thought, I don't want to do this. So I used to belong to a group called the Red Nose Roundtable. And it was hand-picked clowns from the United States and Canada, a small group. We would meet once a year to work on the things that we wanted to work on in our career, our ideas. And there was one clown there who was a Ringling clown, and she is an agent now, and she had started learning comedy stage hypnosis. And when I watched her, I thought, I'm always interested in it, but I never liked the venues because in college I'd seen it at bars, right? I didn't want to do that. And she said, no, it's corporate, high schools, college. I'm like, what? And she told me what it paid, 5-6 times more than I was getting paid, and all I had to do is take a microphone, go on the stage. It was a sidestep, in from clowning into that. And I still could make people laugh. I could still change their lives. So
You're still clowning around.
Yes, I am.
You get to do both, hypnotize people and be a clown.
Yeah. And so I mentored with her for a year. This was up in Minnesota. And in that time, I also went and became certified clinical hypnotherapist. And when I saw how you could use it to help people change their lives and heal, I was sold. And everything I needed, I could do it until I was ancient, if I needed to or wanted to. Still got to do all the things I want and support myself in a way I wanted to.
So how long does it take to be clinically certified as a hypnosis? How long is that process?
So I'm going to change that. I use that word clinical because it's very interchangeable. Clinical is more of a medical degree, so I'm a consulting hypnotist. In the state of Florida, there really aren't any laws about how long it takes for you to set up practice. So you had better ask a lot of questions when you hire a hypnotist.
Like what? What should someone ask if they're thinking about getting hypnotized because they have a fear of heights, right? Or whatever.
Right, yeah.
What should you ask a hypnosis?
What's your background? They should be trained with a notable company, not some overnight dash thing. NGH, there's several, ICBH, there are several different ones that you could be trained with. They should have experience. You don't want somebody who's learning on you, really. I know everybody has to do that. I had to do that, but you want somebody with good reviews? Do you have clients that I can speak with?
Mm.
You know, I have a whole list of questions that I'll hand people out when they're going to hire me for stage hypnosis or the other that they should ask if they're going to looking around. I want them to have a great experience with hypnosis. So you ask those questions, and number one, how do you feel when you're talking with this person?
Yeah.
What's the vibe you get? Because you got to match up with any kind of counselor or therapist.
Right.
They can be great, but not for you. So you need to ask questions and feel good about what you're doing.
Yeah, I didn't think about that, but gosh, we could have made a whole show out of that, like what questions to ask
Yeah.
and why that matters.
I'll come back.
Yeah, I think we should definitely do that again. So I would love to talk about the big thing, right? We were talking a little before the show around the Ozempic and the weight loss shots, and it's like all the craze, right? So many people are doing it now. And you said that you have helped a lot of people get the same results without taking the shot.
Yeah. With that and the virtual gastric band. Because here's the deal. Whatever you can imagine in your head and see and believe, your brain will believe. They've done studies after studies about that. People with basketball, here's one of the studies they did. Basketball, you get 3 different groups. One group never practices. One group practices a certain time. They test them first for how many shots they can get. And then one group doesn't practice. One group practices so much every day, and the other just visualize it. Well, the difference between the group that didn't practice and practice was huge.
Mm-hmm.
The difference between the group that actually practiced and those who visualize it was like a 0.5 difference.
Wow.
In how much better they did because they visualized it. And any Olympic athlete will tell you that is one of the most important things, visualizing what you want.
Is that what you think Walt Disney did?
He absolutely did that. He was a good focuser and visualizer and dreamer, right?
Well, you have to believe it yourself. If you don't believe it yourself, it's not
Yeah.
possible.
And in order to believe it yourself, you have to visualize it with all your emotions. So when I'm working with somebody, I get them to visualize that shot or that virtual gastric band with all of their emotions. If I'm doing the band, I am having sounds from the operating room, sometimes smells if they're in person with me, and their brain believes it. So they eat less in the beginning because of that, but that allows them to get back in touch with their body, to remember what it feels like to actually be hungry, and to know the difference of when you want to stop, when you are satisfied. Because that's what we want when we eat.
Right.
Like you with your rice pudding story, you want to be satisfied. And we eat so fast and we eat unconsciously, or we eat things we're told to eat. We don't know when to stop, and we end up yo-yo dieting and doing the next great phase like the shots. And I know the shots have been life changers for some people. I am not dissing that. But for a lot of people, they either can't afford them or they make them physically ill.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can do the same thing with your brain and do a sustainable way to eat that never diet again, the diet industry is not our friend.
So as a hypnotist, you have to uncover what the underlying problem is, whether it's overeating or eating the wrong things or whatever the challenges are. Is that some of the things as a hypnotist you have to figure out?
Sometimes. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. I never tell them what to eat. I'm not a dietitian. That isn't the way I work. You came in with a system that was meant to work for you. If you listen to your body, for the most part, not 100%, but if you listen to your body, eat when you're hungry, stop when you're satisfied, you will eat way less than you're eating now, and you can do it eating the things you love. Furthermore, during this, because you're starting to listen to your body, you're going to start to hear what your body really wants.
So
Now,
when you do this, let's say you have a client and they said, okay, hey, I don't want to do the shots, or I can't do the shots, or I prefer to try a more homeopathic approach first. How is it one and done? Do you have to do it multiple times? Okay.
It's 4 sessions. I offer 3 different programs so that there's something for every level of finances that you have. But it's 4 sessions. You have a tape that you listen to in between that reinforces what we've done in the session. There's like 8 guidelines that you have: eat when you're hungry, stop when you're full, drink water, some of the usual things that you would. And I also do things like maybe somebody's having trouble with cravings, sugar cravings. Mm-hmm. So I'll do a session with them where I stop those. I can do those sessions if you just want to stop eating sugar. That's usually a one-time thing. Just come in. I'll make it so you believe you don't want sugar anymore.
Yeah, I think
Done that many times.
Yeah. So how does that work? Like if someone wants to come with one session, or maybe they need 4, like for smoking, that's got to take more than one, doesn't it? No,
it
it's
doesn't.
one.
There's lots of people who do more than one and are very successful with that. Mine is one and done. It's a 2-hour session, 1 hour, 1.5 hours of hypnosis, the talking. It comes with a lifetime guarantee.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how much?
My lifetime.
So how much? Well, that's fair. But how much does that cost? So if someone wants to say they want to quit smoking,
Okay.
and they say, "Hey, I want Denise, I want to come in and be hypnotized so I no longer crave cigarettes."
Yeah. So here's the deal. When you quit smoking, it's not like quitting eating or dieting or anything like that. When you quit smoking, you're going to have money in your pocket the first week, right?
Right.
So you got to remember you're getting money back. My solution is $800. And then what that gives you is that you can call me 24/7, 365 days a year. If you ever feel like something's not right, that you feel like you want a cigarette, I will work with you over the phone, keep you a non-smoker. And I have a guy that I was just talking to that he said he would do an interview for me. He quit smoking. I think he was 3 packs or 2 packs a day. And he quit smoking, but he's also in a band, and he went off on tour. He tours the world. And he, Saturday after he quit smoking, found out his best friend had been killed in a car accident. Well, he smoked.
Yeah.
Because that's tragic. That's traumatic. But when he came home from the tour, he called me. And he was, "Oh, I'm so sorry. You don't ever have to apologize. Life happens. That's why you've got a lifetime guarantee." Worked with him, and he hasn't spoken since.
So what about for drug addiction? Have you helped people with any type of drug or alcohol addiction?
I've helped people with alcohol. Some people do work with drugs. I don't. It's just not my area. It's not my expertise. It's not my passion. But very successful. Hypnosis can be very successful with that. So
Have you ever hypnotized someone and found out more than you wanted to know?
Always, right? I would think that's every time.
I have been around in this world, so there's not much can shock me. But yeah, sometimes, rarely, because I'm doing the questioning, right? I'm doing the leading, and so I can gear it to that. But generally, I accept people as where they are, who they are, and what they need.
I need you to hypnotize Katrina because she's getting ready to go on a cruise. And she doesn't want to wear her red satin pajamas.
No, I have to do that. What a virgin. You can't do that.
You said you don't like silk.
I don't, but I already bought them anyway.
Okay, good.
Why'd you buy silk pajamas that you don't like silk?
Because I don't like silk sheets. That's what I said. That was the question. That's what we talked about. I said, I don't like silk sheets.
Everybody on this cruise, they're all wearing this red silk satin stuff. And I said, what are you going to wear, terry cloth?
No, I would if it was an option, but no. No, I don't. I think fear of heights is a big thing for me. So I have a big fear of heights. I do not like heights.
I've helped people with that. Fear of flying.
Yeah, I'm not afraid to fly. That's a weird part. I'm not afraid to fly on an airplane at all. I'm not afraid to go on a roller coaster at all because it moves and I'm okay. I don't like the dangling. I don't like hanging. I don't like being on a bridge. I don't like any of that where I feel like I can fall.
But where are the heights you're afraid of? What
where?
Heights? Yeah.
Anything. Like if I'm on a ladder.
The Skyway Bridge.
Yeah, I don't like that either at all.
Have you always been that way?
Yes. Yep, always been afraid of heights. I don't like.
Okay, go ahead. Start.
When my kids were young, there was like this obstacle course thing we did, and it like held you from the tether thing.
Yeah.
And we had went up there, went all the way through, got to the top, and I couldn't do it. It was so high. I was like, I can't. I got to go the other way, unwind us, made kids go backwards. I was like, I got to get off. I can't do it.
Yeah. Yeah. You can
can we bring your daughter in there, hypnotize her?
Sure. What should we? I think she needs sugar craving. That's what she needs. No sugar. I want to see it. Let's see if she does it. We'll bring her in. We'll mic her up
Come on, have a seat.
and
You
just
sure
see.
you want to come in this room?
Sit right over
She definitely does. Have a seat. We're gonna have some fun with this. All right. You got her
You're
all
on
mic'd
camera.
up
You're
there,
on
Pat
camera.
George.
She's all on camera. Yes, she's all fine.
Oh, you just unplugged the headphones.
No, you don't need the headphones. You don't need those.
I really did not have a lot to say.
All right, so I told Denise I want her to do a hypnotist session with you so that you don't like sugar anymore. She said that's one of the things she's done. She's helped people stop smoking. She's helped people do hypnosis for weight loss instead of taking the shots. She's helped people with sugar, with alcohol, like all this stuff. So are you
I
down?
don't like sugar that much though.
Like okay, what do you want to do?
Well, let me ask you this. Is there something, and she has to want to, you know that.
What would you want to do? Like if you could change anything.
Is there a certain treat that craves to you? You wish it didn't call your name. You wish you could just walk by it, and if you didn't, you didn't have a reaction to it.
No, not in particular.
Okay.
All right, so there's nothing. Like,
no.
She asked me, and I
I
said
mean-
I have a fear of heights. That would be mine. I'm deathly afraid of heights.
I would love to watch that happen. I would love to watch your hypnosis.
All right, you do it first, and I'll do it next. Deal? Deal?
Well, we're
Um.
talking about take some time here.
No? Yes? Maybe? What's one thing if you could change it, you would say, man, I wish I could do this or not do that.
Let's just slow down on the
What
sugar or coffee a little bit. Try that.
What about this? What about this? Instead of changing something at the moment, or if there was something you wanted to make better, what about just experiencing hypnosis and having some fun with it?
I mean,
Have you ever been hypnotized?
No.
Yeah, you have. Do you ever daydream?
No.
You ever zone out?
sometimes, yeah.
That's hypnosis.
Okay.
That's you just bypassing your conscious mind and getting rest from all the chatter in your mind. And it's what we do to relax ourselves. You feel relaxed when you've been zoning out, don't you? When you come back out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah. But that's all under your control. All hypnosis is self-hypnosis.
All right, so here's one. You'll have to agree to this one, right? Because we're in the home stretch and it's simple. School, right? Finish school. Like just finish it within before the end of the year. Are you down to see if hypnosis works for that?
Sure, but finish it by our Australia trip.
You want to do it before that?
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah. I would
So
do
so
it, but-
Adelisa was a COVID kid where basically, the schools took all the kids out of school, and then a lot of them had a hard time either returning back to school or didn't want to. So some of them either fell behind. So a lot of COVID kids didn't graduate.
But also when I switched to my online school, they gave me wrong classes to take. So I took
Yeah.
a bunch of classes that don't count towards me graduating, so I kind of had to start to zero. So
That
I
had to
found
be
that
hard.
It was like I had to earn everything in high school basically. I only had a couple from freshman year.
So are you down to try hypnosis to get it to finish school before the Australia trip?
This is what it would be. We help you take yourself into trance. And I would just use suggestions that you would give me about,
Just a conversation.
test taking or whatever else you feel. Look at that face. She is really not on board
I
with
know.
this.
Just try. I
and
wouldn't.
that
I
won't
wouldn't
work.
I wouldn't. Yeah, you have to be open.
Feeling pushed, aren't you?
No, it's not push. You down to try it?
Sure.
Okay.
I've seen that look. My granddaughter's given
Oh,
me that look
I
before.
know, look.
I came here to work.
It's silent. Yeah, it's silent messaging to you.
Come on, let's try it. You down?
Here we go.
Okay,
Just
fine.
relax and
When clients are mad, I'm not responding. I'll
No
say
one's
my,
gonna be
my
mad.
boss dragged me into
Okay.
a podcast.
All right, perfect. There you go. Ready?
So let me ask you a question before we do this. if there was something you could prove about this experience, going to school, getting finished, anything that gives you anxiety or you just wish that it was maybe easier for you, what would that be? Like, are tests easy or getting work done easy? If I could wave
like
a wand,
all the like written stuff, it's just so lengthy. Like
Okay.
it's just so, it takes so much time to do.
and what's your feeling when you're doing that? What's the feeling you have?
I hate this.
Okay, I hate this.
Impatient,
That's
annoyed.
a thought. Where's your feeling? Are you frustrated? Are you angry? What's your feeling during this?
Yeah.
Frustrated and
yes.
so if I could wave a wand and make it something different, how would you like to feel doing it? How would you like to feel?
I would just,
Maybe at ease, peaceful.
sure. I don't want to do it. I want to work. That's my passion.
She wants to have it done with, right?
Yes.
Okay. So if you had a vision of this is your key to getting what you want, like you have to do this in order to work, right? You
I
wanna do
have
the
to
work.
graduate, get my diploma to get my
Okay.
real estate license.
So if you had a vision of yourself getting through this with ease because it's the prize at the end, and that every time you do anything, you feel better and better and better about it because you're getting closer and closer. And you're measuring how far you come, not how far you have left to go. How would that make you feel? You think that'd be easier to get through this?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is what I do. I suggest that we just put you into a trance, and trance can be different things for different people. You may feel like you're sitting there with your eyes closed just listening to me. You may just kind of drop off and you're still hearing me, but you're not really conscious of it. It's different for different people. The only thing you have to do is focus on my voice, follow my instructions, and let go. And you're not going to do anything silly. We're not going to make you perform or anything. I'm just those suggestions that we just talked about. I'm going to connect with connect you with your unconscious mind, because it's what has the orders. Right now it has an order that this is frustrating and you've got to do it, and that's not helping you. But if it's saying it's easy, this is taking me to real estate, I'm going to get this done,
Okay.
then that's going to help you. Does it sound good to you?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. All right. Do you want me to do this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it. I'm excited.
Okay.
It's going to be a great experience. I believe in hypnosis. I do.
Yeah. And I'm going to, do you sleep well at night?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'll give you some suggestions for sleeping more deeply, more soundly, feeling more relaxed. Anything else you want while I'm at it?
No, not that I can think of.
Okay. All right. So can I turn? Is that all right? Did you want to say something?
Can we turn off my camera?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can turn off our camera. Can't we? Yeah. We can definitely do that.
All right, the camera's only going to be on her.
All right. And tell me your name again.
Uh,
What do you like to be called? I even haven't hypnotized you. You've forgotten your name.
Office manager.
no. Adelisa.
Adelisa. I remember. That's such a pretty name.
It's just, sometimes it's a tongue twister.
Yeah.
And I've got a lot to do, so like a lot.
So your mind's on
doing-
other things.
Yeah.
You don't have to explain. And you're on the spot. But you're really not on the spot.
Yes.
You can just relax. What I want you to do is find a spot over there. Anywhere over there. Something. Not him. But some stationary thing. And begin to stare at it. It can be it can be a light. It can be anything. Yeah. Put your
Just
focus on
anything?
Yeah, anything. It can be, the light switch, the handle, the light. And just begin to focus on that light. And the most important thing about those messages I gave you was the let go part. You know, when you sit down and you go into a daydream or you zone out, you don't plan it. It just happens. You're focusing on something. So I want you to take a deep breath while you focus on that thing. Nice deep breath. There you go. And settle into that chair. Because you're in charge here. You have all the control. You always have all the control. Continue to stare at that object and try not to blink. Now that's going to make your eyes tired because
I have contacts. I can't do that very long.
I do. Well, you don't have to do it very long. Just do your best. You don't have to do anything. You do it the best you can. Okay. As you continue to scare, it is going to dry out your contacts. I wear them too. That's a natural thing. So if you'd rather close your eyes, just close your eyes. Whenever you're ready. Yeah? Take another deep breath. You sure you're on board for this?
Yeah.
Okay. Why are you giggling?
Interesting.
Yeah, okay. All right, there you go. All right, take another deep breath and let it out. That's right. Every breath you breathe in peace, tranquility, relaxation. And you breathe out stress, confusion, anxiety. And with every breath and even that swallow you just made, your body begins to relax. Why? Because it wants to. And because you can. Just allow it to happen. And every time you breathe in, breathe out, you go deeper and deeper relaxed. And it feels good. All of us need relaxation. My voice will help you. It doesn't matter how relaxed you become, you'll always be able to hear me. And my voice helps comfort you. I want you to focus your attention now, like you were on that light, on your eyelids. And just make believe, pretend, imagine, relax them to the point where they just won't work. Imagine they're so heavy, droopy, drowsy that they just stay closed. In fact, they just stay closed, tight closed. And in fact, they become so heavy, droopy, drowsy that even if you tried to open them, they'll stay closed. Why? Because you follow directions. And it feels good anyway to have your eyes closed and relax. And when you've satisfied yourself that your eyes are so heavy, droopy, drowsy, and relaxed, I want you to give them a tug or a try and see that because you followed directions and used your imagination, they stay closed. Your eyebrows may move, but your eyelids stay closed.
Let me try to open my eyes.
When you know that you've done that, yeah, give them a try. Okay, now you know what it's like to open them. Good job. So close your eyes again, and this time relax them to the point and imagine that they just won't open. You know, when you were a little girl at 3 years old, we could give you a stick and tell you it's your horse, and you would imagine it to be this beautiful horse and hop around on it. So I want you to use that same kind of imagination on your eyelids. Imagine them becoming heavier and heavier, droopy and drowsy, and finally stuck tight closed, so that if you try, they just stay closed because you say so, because you imagined. Heavy, limp, and loose, allowing your whole body to relax. Go ahead, when you know you've done that so they stay closed, give them a good test and see, that's right, that they stay closed. Give them a tug, a try. Yeah, that's right, stop testing. Now, see, you had that, and then you opened your eyes. So you changed your mind. That's all with you. Huh?
I changed. What do you mean?
Well, you tugged and they didn't open. Then you tested it. So this time when you do it, I want you to leave them closed. Don't open them afterwards. We're going to leave them closed. All right?
Okay.
Is that okay? Can I take this from your hands? There we go. I'll leave it over there. And if you just uncross your hands and just put them on your lap. There you go. That's just like
Can't
that.
do that.
You can't do that? Okay. Do what's comfortable. I want you to be more comfortable. Take a nice deep breath. Let it out. Allow your necks to relax. Well, just imagine this. Imagine that there is a warm light hovering over your head. And it's a special light, one that's bright, but yet you can put your eyes on it. And imagine it is gleaming down into your head, down into your muscle, every muscle, nerve, or fiber in your body, relaxing each cell in your body. And as it goes down your neck and into your shoulders, you can feel your muscles loosening up, and even the back of your neck. That's right. And because you're getting more and more relaxed, you can feel that you even swallow more. And that's a sign that you're relaxing deeper and deeper. And imagine that's going all the way down now through your body, through your shoulders, down your back, your arms, through your chest. And as it goes through your body, it not only helps you relax, but it also releases tension, stress, anxiety. And every breath in fills you with peace and deep relaxation. Deeper and deeper you go, allowing it to go down your small of your back, your hips, your legs, your knees, down into your legs, your calves, your feet, the bottom of your feet to the tips of your toes. From the top of your head, that's good, you're doing great. Allowing yourself to go deeper and deeper relaxed, knowing that you're safe, that you'll feel better with every breath you exhale. Deeper, deeper, deeper. So good, so relaxed. In a minute, I want to reach over and touch your right shoulder, if that's okay with you, not your head. Good. And when I touch your right shoulder, I'll give it a little squeeze. I want that to allow you to go even deeper relaxed and feel even better, maybe double it. That's right. Deeper, 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 letting that neck relax. And maybe your chin just starts to drift down. I don't know. Whatever position is going to be the most relaxing for you. But every time I touch your shoulder, you can double that relaxation. Deeper, deeper, deeper. So good. And I want you to let your arms become heavy, limp and loose, like an old rag doll. I'm going to count from 10 down to 1, and as I count, you can find yourself easing into it and letting go, knowing that this is going to take you closer to your dream of working on real estate and doing the things you really love. 10. As I count, allow your relaxation to double, maybe triple. It's up to you. Drifting and floating down and down and down. 9. Each muscle in your body, all of the nerves in your body softening, relaxing, feeling so good. Always knowing what's going on, always knowing that you're in control, but allowing yourself to relax deeper and deeper. 8, feeling even better. That's good. That's right. 7. Maybe your body starts to feel soft, pliable like an old rag doll that's been loved on, limp and loose. 5, deeper, deeper, deeper. Perhaps like a wet, heavy towel beside a pool, dripping with relaxation. 2, even deeper still, like an overboiled spaghetti noodle. 1, deeper still. And here's the wonderful thing, Lisa, that you can let this go as deeply as you like. There is no limit to how good you can feel and how deeply you can relax now. You can keep right on going. And we want to talk to that unconscious part of you, your unconscious mind, that's helped you so far to get as far as you've gone in all parts of life. And let it know that you have a new idea that you want for your life. The old ideas were great, and you thank your unconscious mind for that. But this new idea is to allow the studying that you're doing, especially the reading, become easy, peaceful, and allow your mind to see it as the way to the desired outcome. And that because you're going to allow it to be peaceful, you might actually get excited about it. Instead of feeling frustrated, you see it as a path, the path that's going to lead you to what you really want. You can see yourself as a real estate person going out. You can see how you change lives by helping people make one of the most important purchases of their life. And you know you have everything you need to do that. And this is the ticket that's going to get you there sooner. And the more relaxed you feel about it, even happy, because you have this opportunity and you can do this. You know you can learn it. You know you're smart. You've had some things, obstacles thrown down in your way. But right now, I want you to imagine sitting down in front of some of those readings that you have to do, and it all makes sense to you, and you feel such peace and ease that you just begin to zip through it. You just begin to see it for what it really is, not an obstacle, but a vehicle to get you to your dream of working in real estate. And because of that, you stay relaxed. And because you'll find after this that your unconscious mind can help you do that. And we want to ask it to do this, make the changes that are needed to be made as quickly as is safe for you to make those changes. And it can do that without you even knowing, because it knows everything about you. And you're going to find, because you relax in this, what we relax in one area, we take over to other areas of our life. You may notice that in other areas where you might get uptight or frustrated, it's easier now. That's because this is a suggestion that will affect all of you. And after today, you may can notice, that whenever you see the color green anywhere, on a plant, on a sign, on a car, anywhere, suddenly all of those good feelings about relaxing and being at ease are enhanced. Suddenly, all of the feelings that you need to have to complete this learning become stronger and easier. And it just feels great, even to the point where when you lay your head down on the pillow tonight, you're going to sleep a deep, healing sleep, like you haven't slept in a long time. Wake up refreshed, feeling wonderful, excited about your life. My goodness. You're going to do this. You're going to Australia. You're going places and doing things. You have an amazing life. And now, today, you're taking steps to make it easier, more peaceful, more joyful, to make it glide, releasing obstacles that were in your way. And you can do that now. So in a minute, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. When I reach 5, you'll open your eyes, not before, but you'll open your eyes as soon as it feels comfortable for you after 5. You will feel healthy, refreshed. You will feel excited about your path. You'll feel absolutely wonderful. 1, as I begin to count, you become more and more aware of the things in the room. 2, and you notice that you lose heaviness that transbrings, and you start to feel a vibration, a wonderful, easy, gentle feeling that's coming up from your feet and going through your whole body that's exhilarating, and it makes you feel wonderful. And because you are so in touch with your life, your abilities, and what you're doing, you start to smile as those feelings come up through your body. Even if it's just a little grin, You start to smile as it goes up through your knees, in through your torso, and you feel better and better. And 3, you start to wiggle, stretch out your arms, wiggle your fingers, take a deep breath. That's right, bringing yourself out, stretch those arms. There you go, and notice that you feel better and better and happier, and you can't even stop yourself from smiling on the inside and the outside. That's right, you feel so good. And 4, at this point, you are present to all the good things in life. Love, joy, friendship, adventure, all those things. It's like you're standing on top of a mountain, feeling the breeze and feeling strong. It's like an old-fashioned York peppermint patty commercial. And you feel wonderful, healthy, and 5, wide awake. Open your eyes when you're ready. Look around. Take a deep breath. Notice how great you feel. Let me see that deep breath. And notice how great you feel.
There's green.
Thank you for the privilege.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
How do you feel? Do you feel more relaxed than when you came in?
Yeah. Calm, relaxed.
So I would encourage you to re-listen to this, right? This is going to be recorded.
She can, or she doesn't have to, really, because her subconscious mind has got it all
Got
and
it.
is doing the work right now.
Thank you very much.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're a great subject. Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Definitely.
All right, what do we do next?
I don't know. Where shall we go from here?
You're the host.
Well,
Why doesn't Katrina get a little hypnotized over here?
because we have only so much time. We
What
can't.
are we at, Pat?
Oh, we are at 52 minutes.
Yeah, we're way over. We're way over. We'll have to do it another session. We'll do it another session. I'll agree to be
You're saying this on radio.
hypnotized.
You know.
I will. I'll agree to be hypnotized for my fear of heights.
Okay,
And then I'll
great.
report back on how we did.
Well, then we should go out right afterwards and go see something high.
Like, like what? A bridge?
Yeah, a bridge. How you do in elevators?
I'm okay in elevators.
Well, if we
Yeah.
take an elevator up to a high building, walk out on it, how would you do?
Yeah, I don't
Today.
like that so much.
See if we did that. After we did this, then
You
you'd
should
feel
take her on
differently.
a hot air balloon.
I've actually done it. I was super anxious going up, and then I relaxed. But yeah, it's
Well, before we get out of here, please tell us again who you are. Give us where we can find you if somebody just tuned in late
Okay.
or if they want to take notes on this.
Okay. I'm Denise Oatley Hall, game changer, board certified hypnotist, comedy stage hypnotist, and transformational speaker. And so you can find me at www.deniseoatleyhall.com. You can find me on Facebook, on Instagram, and on LinkedIn. And I'd love to come and help you change your life.
We would love that. I think we should organize a hypnotist comedy show with you. I think it'd be so
I would
fun.
love that. We could do it for charity or,
Yes.
that would be great.
I think that would be amazing. Well, I'm Katrina Madewell. I'm your host. It's been an exciting hour. We went a little over today, but it was so fun. And I'll be
you.
excited to report back to all of the findings on how we do with the new adventure. And this is Tampa Home Talk. I'm your host, Katrina Madewell. Our off-air number, 813-377-2775. Be happy to get you connected to Denise to make something better, take something away that doesn't serve you, and live a better life. So remember, love where you live or we'll fix it. Welcome home.
Done?